We are the Braxtons, and you'll see we are not like an ordinary family. Tracy to one up, Trina, Tima, and the sea will teach you a thing or two. The Braxton family values.
Hey everybody, let's talk about this week's episode of Braxton Family Values. Okay, so let's talk about the main things that happened in this episode. Okay, first of all, Tony's performance. So Tony is having this performance or whatever, and she asked Tawanda and Trina to come and be the backup singers. And so the girls feel like this is the perfect opportunity for them to tell her that they want to retire and not do it anymore. Um, but what they don't know is that Tony feels the same way. She feels like she wants to try something new, get some new background singers, and basically allow them to go on and have their life. Okay, so after the concert, Tony was supposed to drop the news then, but she didn't do it because she was late to the dinner. Everybody was sitting there waiting on her. Even Tamar was there. Okay, everybody was waiting. She was more than an hour late. She showed up and then she left early because she said the energy in the room wasn't right. Now, Tony, you tried it because, girl, how you gonna show up late? Number one, have people waiting more than an hour for you, okay? And then get mad because you feel like the energy ain't right. What you mean the energy ain't right? If these people been sitting here waiting on you all this time, the least that you can do is stay and have dinner with them, sit there and laugh and talk, honey. Perk yourself up because they didn't have to be sitting there like that. Okay? Because Tawanda had something to do the next day. Tawanda and Trina, they didn't go home and take showers and get all fresh. You know why you didn't tell them? Look, I'm gonna go and get myself together, and freshen up, and then we can meet up later. You was the first one that left, so they just assumed that you was going on down to the venue. But girl, get out of here. So she left early. Whatever, Tony, honey, you was being a real diva. That was not cute on you. Don't do that no more, okay? No, ma'am. So anyway, later on, they all sit down and have their little talk, and Tony tells them that she basically said, "Look, I want to try and get new background singers and blah blah blah." And Tawana and them were like, "Thank goodness," because that's what we wanted to. So they were on the same page, and nobody's feelings got hurt. It wasn't a big argument, thank goodness, between these sisters. Oh my goodness, and so it all worked out. The next thing that was important that happened was Tracy showed up and participated in the Walk for Cancer. And it was really a run, but she said that she wasn't going to run and she was just going to walk. And so she got there and she performed and she participated in that event, even though Trina kind of felt as though she was pushing it a little bit. She felt that Tracy needed to still take some time and rest from that hysterectomy and not overexert herself. But, I think she took it easy and she did good. Their dad actually showed up to help support as well. So the last thing that happened in this episode that was important was Tawanda's dance performance. So she was in this dance competition and Hill Harper was the one that organized it. And Tawanda was just so honey, head over heels in lust over Hill Harper. And so she had been practicing with her dance partner and getting everything together. So when it came time for the actual day to do the dance, he showed up so late. They barely had time to rehearse prior to the performance. So she was upset with him that he got there late. She gave him attitude and the whole nine, but they worked through it. They got up on the stage and they kind of tried to figure out, how they were going to do things. She went ahead and got dressed. And of course, Tamar, the dance expert, had to tell her, some pointers and things to, help her. And so Tawanda got out there, they danced, and they actually won. Two groups actually won. So she still won, okay? and and she was pumped because when she got her little award, Hill Harper kissed her on the side of her mouth. And it was hilarious because her husband and the kids was there watching too. I'm not crazy about Tawanda's husband, so yeah, I don't know. But Tawanda was amped, honey. She was like, "Oh my goodness, he kissed me on my mouth." So that was everything that really happened on this week's episode. So I guess I will see you guys next week on the next episode of Braxton Family Values. See you guys later. Bye.
And you'll see we are not like an ordinary family. Tracy to one that tree, not dream, and the sea will teach you a thing or two. The Braxton family.